Hey, welcome back to Hey man. I'm glad to be back here with y'all. Honestly, today we're tapping into the charts, and with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting on it today to mark my charts. All right, so it's the weekly analysis. Hopefully, you can tap in with me. Make sure you press that like, share, subscribe. This is my trading journal channel. So it's not about advising you, it's only showing you what I do, how my experience is going, and to document the experience. So um, I kind of said the same thing. So welcome back, man. It's Monday. It's a good day. It's a great day to be alive. So with that being said, I will capitalize on your time. You already know how I feel about me being on the screen the whole time while I'm looking at the chart. So I want to take away my face so we can tap in. You're going to look at three charts: NAS 100, GBP, JPY, and JPY USD. We may take a little peek at gold, see how it's moving, and I may throw in BTC USD just for a little kicker. I don't know yet, but we'll see. And let's get into it, man. You gotta capitalize on the time. I like trading between 8:30 to 1 p.m., 2 p.m. because NAS 100 trades the best that way. I like trading London time, so it works better for me. So make sure as a trader you check which time are the best times for you to trade, depending on your schedule and what type of trader you are. All right, so actually let's get into it, man. I don't want to overtalk you, so I'm gonna remove my face. Let's do that in three, two, one. Oh wait, nope. There you go. All right, bring it down. All right, gonna move to the side. So this is Nas 100. If you want to know where you were previously, make sure you go back to last week analysis and you will see where the chart was. But I want to focus on this week. So you saw from last week we was on Nas 100, and on Fridays, I honestly what I've learned through my experience, um I don't like when I hold the trade on a Friday. Like I don't know. My confidence level tends to be that's all I think about on the chart that day is for that day or the weekend is how did the trade do? 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 Right? That's literally all I focus on. So what I've learned is that I don't want to focus on how's the trade doing, how's the trade doing, because it's not allowing me to focus on other things, family, um, projects, clothing brand, podcasts, interviews, content. It doesn't allow me to focus on whether I want to read, whatever. All right, give time back to myself. It doesn't allow me to focus on something else other than trading. So with Nas 100 or with trading just period, I tend to feel better if I close out on a Friday. Um, Especially with Nas 100, I don't know. It went in our favor, so I want to tap into that. It went into our favor. When we closed out in profit of $400. So you know what I'm saying. I was aiming for that $500, $600. I'm on a smaller account. I'm on $1,000 account. Um, I've had students that was literally like I like to call them students, but because they're elite members, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'll be tapped in with a few people, and I saw that they made 5K, 4K, you know what I'm saying? So that was dope. That was real dope. See, I could have definitely made that because I risked a little bit more, but because I was on Nas 100, I was like, should I close out? No, I shouldn't close out. And when I did it last time with Nas 100, it went the opposite way. So I just said, what? I will close out on the trade. And then if I see an opportunity to get back in, I would do so. So that's what we're going to do today. If I see an opportunity to get back in, we're going to do so. But as you can see right here, Nas 100 closed out with the 2-1, and that was crazy. I mean, 1-3. This is a 1-3 right here, and this is a 1-4 or 4-1, 1-4. So it hasn't closed out on a 1-4 yet, but it did close out 1-3. So that was fire to see, honestly, really was. Um, like I said, we profit out on that trade about $300, no, $400. That was crazy. That was cool. If you follow me on social media, you would have saw it. I shared it. But yeah, that was cool. And other people definitely made like 3K, 4K on that trade. So you can have a small account. Even some people made $34 on that trade. Some people made 30. I mean, some people made $30 on that trade. but they had a smaller account. So well, you can some people, yeah, when I say smaller account is they probably was trading like on a $500 account, but the lot size was small. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? They made like a couple dollars. I ain't gonna say 30, but they made a couple dollars. I ain't really want to lowball it. But anyway, let's get back to it. Um, looking at the trade now, this is what Nas 100 is doing. It was on a higher high, followed by a higher low, higher low. This is on a daytime frame. We spotted that um last week. Then I'm looking for my tool. Okay. You see it was on this nice trend line. All right. It had more than 3 touch points. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right. Touching this trend line multiple times. Seven, eight. And when it got to this candlestick here, price broke below this trend line, but then it came back up, creating a higher low. If you look at the previous, there was a higher high right here. This is labor higher low. Higher high right here, followed by a higher low and a higher low. So when price came back, creating a higher low, did lower than the previous high, then price went down, retesting that low, the previous low, right? As you can see, it broke that previous low, bro, had broke that trend line. And then it came down, and they are kind of in the equal lows down here, even though this low, let me go a little closer so you can see. Yeah. All right. So higher low, which I mean, like what I said is a high, supposed to be a high high, followed by a lower low, followed by a higher low, followed by a lower low, followed by a higher low. What made this these lows lower than the next? Because if you was just looking at the wick, you would have been like, oh, they are hitting this base. They're hitting this baseline right here, this little zone. They're hitting this zone right here, and there's an equal low. Look where it closed at. This where this trend line is. This candlestick right here closed here, right? And then it's above this yellow zone, and then price comes back up, creating a high low, and then comes back down, creating a lower low because the next candlestick closed lower than this low. This low is closed around 21.149.2, or 21,149.2, around that area. Uh, yeah, somewhere around that area, or somewhere around 21,158.0. And then the candlestick that made it a lower low, um, because even though this candlestick was broke that low, right? Then the follow candlestick was made the wick all the way down lower to that low, which was the last part of this low, was lower, right? So it closed below, I want to say around 20,972.7, right? So it was lower than the previous low. The wicks are accounted in the same general area. And then if you look at this higher, when it pulled back to retest the previous higher low, it's made another higher low. So it made another higher low, followed by a higher low, right? So with that, um, price came down and it broke past the closing of the previous lower low. And as you can see, where price came on down, it also broke the zone where the two lower lows wicks were, right? Which created the higher low and the lower low, but they was kind of similar in that area. And as you can see, there's a full candlestick that came to break the zone and closed below the wick, right? The wick is here. The wick is here. And then price closed down there, right? So these wicks closed around these wicks closed around 20,730.0, and then the candlestick price closed, as we already talked about it, around 20,649.1, and then that candle wick around 20,487.3. So on a daily time frame, price Christ. Price has a higher high followed by a higher low, followed by a higher low, and then the lower lows are disrespecting each other. So it gave you the idea that price could be um selling. And then as well, it has a trend line that in the past has validated as a solid trend line on the daily time frame. And it had touched this trend line multiple times. Three, or more touch points validates a trend line. Not two, not one, but three. So two makes the trend line noticeable. Three or more touch points make it valid. So three touch points make it valid, and if it touches more than one time, like I said, it makes it even more valid. And since we're on a daily time frame, these candlesticks touch this trend line on a different day on this trend line, right? So here's September of 24, right? So it's September 09 of 24, and then this candlestick touched that trend line September 10th of the 24th of 2024, September 11th of 2024, and then price came back and touched the trend line again in November 1st, 2024, November 2nd, no, November 1st, 4th, and 5th. 1st, 4th, and 5th of November 24th, and then price again came and retested that trend line on we saw that November 1st, 4th, and 5th. Price came back again, retested the trend line here at November 19th, 2024. And then price came and revisited that same trend line again on December 18th, 2024, December 19th of 2024, and then it broke it on December 20th, 2024. It pulled back, created a higher low. So that higher low was created on December 3rd, December 28th, no, 26th, 2024, and it came down and broke and closed below the lower low on January 2nd, 2025, and then it broke. See how it broke the trend line, came back and went under the trend line, right? So it was a pullback and broke the trend line again. This gave you initial that, hey, this trend line is valid. And then once it broke it the first time, like, hey, this trend line is a strong trend line, but now it's broken, right? And then you need to break, bull price, pull back, and broke again, right? So it validated that this trend line is no longer a good trend line to trade on, like for the buy. And the candle closed below on like I said, broke the trend line on December 30th, 2024. And the next candlestick on December 31st, 2024. The price pulled away from that trend line. Not, but price pulled back and retested the trend line on this green candlestick January 6th of 2025. And it touched the trend line again under it this time on January 7th, 2025. And it pushed out trade. So that was a good one. Not going to cap. It wasn't creating high. It wasn't creating like no patterns such as a double top, the double bottom. Um, but it definitely gave me higher lows followed by lower lows. So now where we are, like I said, I'm still in the daytime frame. Now where we are right now, see if I can. Yeah, wait. Well, let's see if I can get this to drag. Okay. Price over here. So we did, like I said, the 1 to 3 to 1 is 3 to 1. Supposed to be a 1 to 3, but we had to do the 3 to 1 because 31 it wouldn't let me do it. So the 1 to 3, we took profit on that. Like I said, closed out and $500. I closed out early on that Friday and with a $484 or $450 So it was okay. I didn't get the whole five, but it was all right. As far as mental, I didn't think about I was losing the money mentally. So that was very good for me. That was a change. Price broke, like I said, this zone where the lower lows wicks was meeting and this nice juicy selling candlestick right here on January 13th, 2025. Today's the 16th. No, that was today. Sorry. Today's the 13th. So today, this candle, this nice juicy selling candlestick is below our zones, right? That was the previous high to the previous low when price was buying, and then before it made the higher high, the last higher low, we marked our zones. So not only price broke into these levels in the past as a buy, it's now breaking into those levels as a sell, right? So we're looking for a trade. For this trade, it's a 1 to 4 to actually take profit. I think this trade will take profit because it has to come down to this low right here and touch it like it did as for this buy. So once price break this zone, which was a major supply and demand zone, and you can use those supply demands for the buy and the sell. Um, I think it'll come back down to this zone here, supply demand zone here, and then I think this red zone we're in. Let me make sure. Oh, while I'm looking at this, let me pull back, and I want to be able to pull back and explain it because I don't want to spend too much time on this chart, but I want to go over each chart thoroughly. You see, even on this week, I saw it on the day, so I had to pull back to explain it on the week. On the week time frame, you see this is a resistant level, right? On the day as well. Price, if I went down, they probably touched it multiple times, so it was a major resistant level, resistant price back down. The price broke above this resistant level. All right, it gave you an indication that it could be used as a support if price used right? If it's strong enough. So price breaks out, create a high overall, and as you can see, we're part of this pullback right here. We're part of this right here, which is why I got out when I looked at it because I saw on the weekly that this could be used as a pullback because it created a high. Now it has to create a higher low. So that's why I say I think it'll still come back down to this level here because it broke this major resistance level, and it broke it as a support. All right, so you need to come back and retest it as a support. So I'm looking for price to come back, pull in this area above the zone, stay, create higher lows, and then go into this sell. Um, and let me get back to my week. I can explain the red zone. That was my month. Hold on. All right. No, that day. All right. So yeah, there was this resistance zone. Um, and on this resistance zone, price has been pushed back down to the trend line. Bounces up, keeps going, right? But this is the overall trend. So price hasn't broke that overall trend, so it could definitely still be buying. But because nowhere before price was creating higher lows, all right, it was because it created high. It may create a high and a high low, but then it didn't follow another high low, disrespecting the lows, like here, right? What I mean by that is it's a high right there, it's a high low right here, followed by that is a higher low, followed by, yeah, higher low followed by a lower high, right? But speaking from the daily and overall, if this was my last previous high and previous low here, if price don't break above this, I can't continue to buy. If price don't break below that, I can't even sell, right? Because it showed this nice trend line. Because I'm on the trend line, I'm going to go for the buy because price is showing more buying pressure. And as you see, when I pull back, these buys are nice buys, right? Um, see, buying pressure. Even though price pull here, create a higher low and came back to high pressure, it still came back and revisited this trend line. So even though this is the higher low, followed by another higher low, right? So anything that didn't come past here or the previous is nothing. It's a distraction, right? So if this is my previous high, previous low in here, everything else is a distraction until it break that high or come back and break that low, right? So that's what price did up here. That's what price did up here. And it started giving me solid buys that become shorter and shorter. And then price created a higher high followed by a higher low and higher low, followed by lower lows. And it never did that in the past. So this was a major resistance. Like I said, price pop up, supply demand, boom, zones, supply, boom, demand, then back down, boom. Price come up. Because sellers got supply, right? The sellers got the supplies and the customers got the demands, right? So that's how you want to think about it. So if the sellers supply is pushing price back down to the supply zone, right? I mean to the demand zone. In order for the buyers, the customers to come in, we want price to buy up. So supply, boom zone, demand zone. We get back down to this demand zone, price bought up. So we're back down to this demand zone because this was a supply zone right here. Now price using it as a support or resistance. All right, so it broke it. I'm looking for price to pull back So this key thing here that I want to look at. All right. We're actually going. I'm gonna use this green line to show that we profit on that trade. To put one right here. So I'm gonna put it. What's today? And I just do it right there. That's a 2 to 1. Um, I'm gonna look at something real quick and then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, and these red zones are very significant zones because I use them. Well, on the what did I use them on the week to mark those supply zones? Buy, sell, overall buy, overall sell. Yep, but they have to be drawn. It's not drawn on the week. Maybe it's drawn off on a day. I'm tripping. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, I used it. All right, yeah, because this was bounced off the trend, and this was used as a major resistance at some point in time, and then price used it as a support. Now, boom. So we'll look price to sell back down to that support level, right? But any support level that price break, it has to come back and retest it as a resistance. I'm looking for price to come all the way back down to at least the trend line to see if it's going to break the overall trend. If it doesn't, and let's say price drops, what am I? Hold on, there you go. Let's say price drops all the way down, right? Here, come back and retest. Price breaks down to here, retest, price sell, boom, price sell. And it breaks this trend line right here. You're looking for price to come back and retest it overall. And this is for the day time frame. All right. And we've seen in the past that this has been a solid trend line for NAS 100. Right. So this is an inner trend, just like this one right here. This is an inner trend. That's the impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. So impulse correction, impulse. So we want to see if it's going to turn into a reversal or what. And then you'll pull back on your week. And if you see that this is a major trend line for the week, and we can use this to continue to sell down to here. All right, this is a demand zone, and back down here to the demand zone, back down to original trend. I mean the origin of this trend, and then let me delete this real quick. As you can see, is that where price started? Wait, yeah, we using this overall price break this trend. This trend is a significant trend on all time frames. You know what I'm saying? So if it breaks all the way down here, breaking this level, then you definitely get trade all the way back down. But you want to be careful because if it don't, it can continue to buy. But breaking through here, once it break this trend line, price will sell down to here, price will sell back down here, all the way back down to this origin of the trend to see if price going either try to make a lower low pass here, right? And you get into this zone, price can turn around or buy back up. So I wouldn't trade up in this zone here. This is on a month time frame, so that's far from now, so far fetched from now. But I like this sell. It's the beginning of a nice sell if it goes in our favor. So, do I see a way I can get in? I think I did. Let me see. Hmm. Let's see. I think okay. This is previous. I think price gonna pull back at least to this yellow zone here. Definitely think that. And if the yellow zone rejects it, then I would look for price to sell back down. Uh, I'm trying to see. Let me do this. 1 to 4. 1 and 3. So the 1 and 3 hit. Let me put this all the way over there. Boom. Um, let me see if I'm trying to figure out how I wanted to get in. Let me see where my pivot lows are. Like that one. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see something. Um, Pivot points. You use the standard pivot points. And you take everything off except the pivots. And you don't change anything else. Just take all those pivot points off. And the S stands for support. The R stands for I mean P stands for pivot, S stands for support, R stands for resistance. All right. And okay. So price is under. Pull back. Let me do this. Yeah. Let me see something. What's financial retracement? Let's go to the day. The day, not the week. I don't know why I clicked that. And we're gonna do a fair retracement. This is the high, high to the higher low. Right here. All right, let me see something. Because it definitely broke this trend. Okay, price so all the way down to here. Price hasn't pulled back yet. I want to see it pull back to at least the 0.5 or the 618. If it does, um, yeah, and then look at some sales. Because if it doesn't, then it can continue to buy because it's still on top of these pivot points. So we can check that, see how it go. And as you can see, it was just pulling back, seeing price retesting the resistance level that it broke out of as a support. We was able to get that 1 to 3 trade, and price was pulling back, but still we are above our pivot levels. Because price could still go into a nice, continue a nice buy. This could be a nice little push. But so I want to wait and see what price gonna do. If it continues to fall, then we'll have opportunity to sell from uh the pivot point all the way down to this pivot point. But if not, and it continue to buy, that's fine too. I want to see what it's gonna do. So I want to move on to a different trade. I want to move on to GBP, JPY. Why did I just type that? Because I have that on my wish list. Stupid. Oh, yeah. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like I said, I honestly don't care if honestly I don't care about what nobody think. If you just like the content or you like to see more content, just like share. But this is just a journal for myself, right? Um, Let me take the pivot points off real quick. All right. I like this trade a lot. JPY, GBP, JPY. So I think we was looking at the opportunity for a buy. There's some things that's going on. So I want to show you, I want to tell you what I'm looking at. If we have an opportunity to sell this, then that's fine. If we don't, then we won't. So let me pull up my handy dandy notes. In 0, 1, 13. I don't know if I told you I know so not so I did. I did. So I'll just go back and write it down for myself. Uh GBP JPY, I want to look at news. I want to see what news is doing with its tongues and then go over GBP JPY. So let's do that. Stupid thing. All right. So let me pull back so I can make sure I explain this right. 'Cause I do have notes for GBP JPY. No, I don't. Oh, I did, I guess. There's GPC. Maybe I did. Oh, here you go. I'm tripping. Two different sides of the book. I was like, we did a whole lot of these. Mm, nope. Oh, okay. I don't know how. Honestly, don't know how I missed. Oh, I don't know. How did I miss GBP JPY? Because I'm pretty sure we went over that. I see that with JP. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with this simple note I made. GBP JPY was looking for a buy. Um, and that's the note that I made. Literally only note. As you can see on the weekly monthly time frame, we're at a major resistance zone. Where's my where's my arrow? Arrow. Oh, I ain't go down tripping. All right. Overall high, which is the overall resistance level, and the other white line is the overall low down here, which is the support level. These zones, I could have put these zones up there, but was where prices obviously right making those moves. So here, this was a major resistance level at first. It's on a mountain time frame. So when I drop down, this is gonna be touching this zone multiple times, get rejected. Price break above it one time, come back and retest below it. Price come back and retest that same resistance level as another resistance level, and then price push it back down into this support zone, right? Once price came out, it bought up and it made this zone. If you look in the past, price have used this zone before a couple of times in different months. So this is a good area to look at, and it's looking at like a key point, right, where price could turn around because before it sold it and it has never got past that since then. So price make this level. This becomes a very noticeable level and sells back down into this resistance, to the support zone. This green down here is a support zone. All right, you see price start to try to come back up, but it's still touching the support zone. Price come back up to this same zone. And what did it do? It broke above it, right? So on prices got on April 1st of 2024, it tried to close all the way up there with a week, but price did not. Or above this resistance, it did not. it came back down and closed below. So it let me know price still resisting price, but I mean this zone is still resisting price back down. Then the next candlestick, price opened, tried to pull back this far. Sellers did, no control. Buyers did, no control, and then sell back down and close here. That was good. That was good. All right, and then that following candlestick, it's a doji, right? Followed by a selling candlestick. So we was waiting for the trend line to be rejected or respected. Um, right now, this trend line is still a solid trend line for the month, the week, and the day. But price wasn't left here. It hasn't came back to this trend line yet, right? So let's go to our week. Yep. So what I said, I think price was going back all the way up to that zone. And then we're gonna look here. So my main thing was because if price does, it can go back down to that trend line and test the trend line. And this was a significant trend line on the 4 hour. Trend lines is a set of trend lines, right? Oh, resisting, support, support, resisting, support, support, support. Um, price broke this trend line nicely. It broke the trend line here on today at 10 o'clock. But the next candlestick um is a sell. It's not a selling. This next candlestick is a buying candlestick, and the sellers closed below the trend line, and buyers did too. So even though the wick is up here, this could be a good resistance level now, since it was used as a excellent support. Um, I was just trying to look at, yeah. So if the price break here, it can come all the way down to the zone, and I think that zone was. I'm trying to think. Sorry about that. I'm trying to think. Uh, on the day. Oh, or high and low. Okay. So this has been used as a good support right here. Resistance. I mean support, 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 support. So price need to come back down, testing this support. Uh, and I thought it may come up here, retest this level again, breaking above then, but price broke below, but it hasn't closed all the way on the day below it. So I want to see if price gonna push all the way below it, or it's gonna correct this lower high, and then come back and retest this zone here to break above to retest the overall high. I don't know yet, but I want to keep an eye on it, and then we can look at news too. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's look at news. And we're gonna look at GBP and JPY. Um, JPY is yellow. GBP is yellow. Monday, that was Tuesday. My bad. Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, GBP is in the red and yellow. Red and yellow. JPY is yellow. Thursday, GBP is red. GBP yellow. Yeah, it's going along. It needs to make that pullback, so it's definitely going along with the analysis. Then we go into Sunday, yellow. Friday, GBP. All right, so all week, you may be looking at the pullback all week because Then news is showing that GBP floater is yellow and red all week. All right, so I want to make note of that. GBP floater red and yellow all week, and then JPY floater is yellow. I think wait, and did I see JPY in a yellow or a man in red? Let's see, JP yellow, yellow. Yeah. All right. So we said Nas 100. We're waiting for a pullback. Um, the then getting into it, and then GBP. They say we're looking for. Uh, we're not trading GBP GPY because of the folders. Because I wanted to go back down retesting the trend line. All right. So that's about JPY. My bad, JPY USD. So we know JPY is what JPY is yellow folder. I think USD is a red folder, but we're gonna let's check. Let's check. It's still down in that zone, man. I just wanted to come out of that zone so bad. Uh uh hold on. Oh, Forexfactory.com. JPY. Yellow. JPY is yellow. USD red, yellow, red, yellow, 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 red. All right, so red and yellow. Uh, JPYUSD. JPY is yellow, USD, yellow, and red. All right. So the only one that I'm looking at GBP too, but like I said, it got some moving to do. So I want to keep eyes on this throughout the week. If I see opportunity to get in, I will. I don't see opportunity right now to get in. Because if anything, I want price to break out of the zone, break out of it so I can see if this creating this actual hidden top pattern, inverted hidden shoulder pattern. Um, Trying to make sure if I'm skipping anything. JPY. Oh, I wanted to show you gold. I want to show you gold. And why I keep doing this, man? It's over here, right? Gold. So this is gold, and I think where we left it, and we said we want price to break the character, all right, of this. And every time price create high for our low lows, high highs for our low lows, and vice versa, we're creating break of structure. But anytime price breaks the character, then the trend necessarily is not what you think. All right, so last time price was at this trend line, touched it multiple times, multiple days, and then bought it from all the way up to creating high. And it was a nice little trend line fit, followed by a low. Looking at this, let me. go down actually. I think price on the 4 I was showing here shoulder pattern. I'm looking. My bad. Yeah. Okay. So this is a major level because when price made this higher low, well, price is all the way down here, and then it decided to travel. Um, Even though this got higher, this was creating a lower high. All right, so I had the lower high. Boom. Then price created another higher high to lower high. All right, price didn't go down to this original trend. It created another trend line. So I used this trend line inside that trend line because once price came and it touched multiple time frames on these trends, I knew I wasn't making anything up, right? I know I was not just seeing. So price all the way up, created his first left shoulder, and I saw price create the second head, I mean the first head, and then the second right shoulder, and then it broke the trend line. All right, so in the past, price didn't break this trend line. Not only it broke that inner trend right here, but it broke the overall trend line and came all the way back down to this level here, right? So, let me see on the green zone. Oh, hold on. Day time frame, previous high, boom, previous low. But if you think about it, go previous low to previous high, previous low, because this is what this is how the trend is going, right? And then look what happens, all right? This was a major resistance zone right here. Price kept, boom, nope. Come back down, check this zone where the suppliers at. And then on this candlestick right here, on November 13th, 2024, price broke and closed below this trend line. To validate, the next candlestick need to go lower. And so it did. And this was on November 14th of 2024. Price came back into the zone where the supplies are at, right? Supply demand, sellers are demand, price are customers supplies, supply right here, and then have to go back up to this man. This one here is a good zone, right? Resistance zone. Once price came back to retest the trend line, I wanted price to break below this trend line so it could sell. But right now, price is still testing the zone here. Um, this is gold, so I don't think this was a fake out. Um, I think I would like for price to come back down here. I see this as a good. I want to call it. I don't want to make it up, but I think on a smaller time frame, it's my high, low. Where it go? Oh yeah, let's see if this work. Yeah, trend line, high, low, high, high, low, high, low. And I think I saw this many things, so that's why I didn't draw all that extra stuff there. I had already saw the head and shoulder pattern, so I went with that. But I like gold. I'm not gonna cap. It broke character. Um, and I want to see price come down and break this high and low right here. Break this low. Um, so I see if I can find a trade. Um, what is on this chart? Okay. Okay. And then it fell below this trend line too. And then retesting. Price break below here. Then you selling. You selling. So we looking at price for a nice sell. Yeah. Yeah. So I want price, and I guess I'll put it right here. Price broke character and price is rejecting, resisting, rejecting, reject, rejecting. Price is I don't know why I'm spelling it like that, but price is reject. Price broke character. Oh, it's retesting resistance. Retesting resistance zone. And what's that? Broke trend line. Break and retest. So it's come back down into this, yeah. So once price go back into the need price to break supply zone. And then let's check out these pivot levels now because I think that makes sense to me now. Yeah. So when price go below, yeah, I want price to come back and fall below my indicator right here. I mean, yeah, this price fall below this pivot level right here. And you can sell down to the next pivot level or uh once price break here, wait for it break, pull back for a retest, and you can sell that. So this be this a daytime 1, 2, you had a 3, 4, 5 movement. And then it should go all the way back down to the origin of the trend. And then as you can see, let me move this out the way. Uh what zone was that I marked? Price gonna sell for a while into these zones. So when price break out of this green zone here, I definitely see price selling to the zone. You use this first TP, you use the second TP, and I can see price come all the way back down to the origin of this trend. But then when you get into this red zone, it's going to meet a major, again, resistant level. So you'll come down to the test of support because since price bought up as a support, it's not been back down in these levels. You see that on the week. And then you this is a bigger trend line. Like that one, you cap. Nope, don't like that. I'm trying to see if is there trend line missing. Let's just put it right there. Yeah, but price have come down and break that. It'll toggle back and forth, and we'll look at that. So, gold is a good look for this sale. It really is. Um, um, yeah. And then, like I said, I'll be at 1, 2, 3 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in that 1, 2. We in that 3 movement. So that's what we want to catch. So yeah, we gonna look at it. Actually, I want if I let me see something. Let's go down to the 4. Let me see something. Because I don't want to jump the gun, right? Price break below here is going to pull back and give me that sell loss that I want. So let me break and retest. I'm gonna keep looking at it. I don't see anything right now that I want to trade on go. we'll keep looking at it. But price is still rejecting this zone here, so it's letting me know that this is a solid um, resistance zone. Like I said, it's been supply and demand. Now price it was supplying the sellers all the way. I mean, price was I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. I'm doing it the whole time. Yeah, well, price was buying. It's got to this overall demand zone, and price sold all the way back down to where it needs some more supplies. Right, supplies, demand. So, supplies are the sales, demand are the buys. When price got down here, this is demand. I don't know why I said that backwards, but please bear with me, man. It's Monday. Sleepy, I guess. Price buys up for the demands and sell down for the sales. Right now, price selling right here all the way back down to this demand. Price could buy all the way back up to where it needs supplies. Price go all the way back down to demand. So when you're demanding, you're the customer. You're the supplies. I have to get you the supplies, right? So sales are the supplies because the seller supplies you the merchandise, and then you're the customer is going to demand, right? So price is rejecting those zones. Like I said, I rather use I rather them say support resistance zones, but I get it, right? This is but it's a good resistance zone. So I want to see if price can come back down. So I can definitely sell down to this resistance zone. So you can try that if you want to. Let's see. I know it's selling just to get one trade. If you can do that from zone to zone. Uh, it's already under here. Where's my pivot levels? No, no. Okay, so let's do this. Let me check this one into this pivot zone. I'm trying to see how we did it. Okay, okay, yeah. I'm looking at the zones. I can sell for sure back down to this zone here. So I want to any prices creating higher lows and any price need to break come back down here. We test this low. Let's see if I can get a 3-1 out of that. I mean a 1-3 out of that. And then we'll be done. Like I said, I like this trade. This would be the first sale. So let me take this off real quick. I'm gonna look at the pivot points again before I get in, but I wanna daytime day use this Fibonacci real quick. Okay, well, price came down, broke it all the way down to the zero, pull back to the 618, selling the 618, pricing to come back down, breaking past the zero. Yeah, and then here we go. Price fall on that pivot, it'll be below these pivot levels will be in the 38.2 zone, and that's where you want to sell a bit down. So at least this zone here, which is the zero zone. Yep, I like it. I like it. No, I'm trying to get the best accuracy here in a minute. Price come and we'll do a short position to this zone here. When we fall below, I'll get in on, okay, this is the pivot level. We're at this pivot level. I'm look to my left and find my point. I'm gonna go high, low, price pull back. All right, cool. We're gonna get in right there. When price fall below the trend line. And this is where I got my point at, right? So you see this is where the point is at. So when price sold, rejected, boom, rejected here previously, low, pull back. I'm gonna go, this is where price is right now. So I'm gonna come in under here. You can come in like there, but I'm gonna do it right under here because this is a significant area in the past. Into the trade there. I'm gonna put my sell offs above this resistance level right here. I'm trying to see if I want to actually put it above my pivot point. Above my pivot point right there. And then this is already a 3 and 4. You can get I'm gonna show you I'm gonna give you the points for all the way down to this zone. I only want to do a 1 and 3, so I'm gonna get a little closer to the chart and take the pivot points off. And that's my risk to reward ratio. I'm gonna do a 1 to 3. There you go. Bring it over just a little bit. Boom. All right. All right. Bet. Yeah, so yeah, okay. There's a low point right there. Hold on, that was a low point. I'm looking at this real quick. I'm sorry. It's high. Then price came down to this low. That's where I said I want to get in it. Pull back to the high. Yep. And so price get into this low. Pull back. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I want to do that. And like I say, we actually can trade to this one and this one all the way back down to the zone. But I'm gonna do a 1 to 3. So I'm gonna put a trade idea out there for gold. Like I said, that's the only one I like for right now. So XAUUSD, sell opportunity. We're doing sell stop. We or sell limit. We doing a zero. A risk to reward of 1 and 3. Sell loss, TP, and entry. Actually, that's backwards. Entry, TP, sell loss. Yeah, it was a resistance level in the back. Okay. Let me look at something. Let's do it. All right. So the entry point, and don't want to be too off. The entry point will be 2,651.25, but 0.275. And then My sell loss would be okay 2,666.283. Then my take profit would be 2,603.32 and 32.011. All right, so again, my take profit is 2,632.011. Entry point is 2,000. And actually, I'll put it here. I'll make it even easier. I'll take the pivot points off real quick and I'll put the notes there. I'll put it beside whatever, wherever. We'll just put here. Okay. Trade idea. You got the entry, okay? And I said the entry was 2,651.275. Then TP is 2,632, 2,632.011. And then my sell loss will be 2,666.287. No, 283. There you go. 0.283. And then, like I said, I'll say boom. 4 hour. All right. That's what we got. Boom. And if you want to trade to the zone, I would get in at the same point. I would put my sell loss a little bit above that pivot level right up in here. And it just sell all the way back down to the zone here. So you stop at 2,566. So you do like this. This be too big of a stop loss. All right. So I can go here because this was a good level in the past. I've used it before. I'm using it now. All right. So I go over here. I think the pivot level you put on here is right about in there. Yep. Yep. That's fine. I like that. And then I can go to here. Right. And that is this point to the zone is 2,568.494. You also can do what else? That was a three. Oh, that's a 1 and 3. You can do a 2 to 1. The 2 to 1 would be here. So everybody want to do the 2 to 1. Entry still at the same. Um, so that's a 1 and 3. R and R. 2 to 1. They say entry still is 2,651.275. Sell loss 2,666.283. And TP is Yep. And your take profit would be 2,000. That's a 614.290. And that would be the 2 to 1. All right. And if you just feeling frisky, you want to do zone to zone, because you can do zone to zone. I'm just locking in my 2 to 1. It definitely can happen with you go to the zone down to here, and that will be a 4 and 7 9. So like I say, zone to the zone is only being about right there. Mm. So I'm gonna say zone TP. Zone to zone TP will be 2,566.733 with a risk to reward ratio of 7.91. 4.79. But I would do a 4 to 1 if you just, want to secure that profit. And it'll be geez. Okay. Um, that's the zone. And then like I said, overall, um, the TP is 2,579.329. Sell us same 2,666.283. And that'll be the risk to reward of 4 to 1. All right. So there you go. That's the trade for the day. And as always, let me put my face back on the camera, my bad. Nose hurt. Price ain't came back up there yet, so it definitely want to see what it's gonna do. I'll just leave that like this right now. Gold is that one trade for the day. So that's what's up. All right. Let me go ahead and put my face back on this thing. Well, I'm always glad you decided to tap in with me. Honestly, it means a lot. Like I said, this is just my trading journal. So this is what I do. I come in every day from 9 to 1 o'clock. I'm on looking at the charts. I'm finding that 2 to 3 trades. Sometimes I just get that one trade, like I'm sharing with y'all. Um, these are ones I'm constantly putting on YouTube, so you guys can see how I'm looking at it each week. Whether no matter what's going on in life, I'm gonna show up, right? And then um, like I said, this is what this is for, my trading journal. So I'm just showing you how I look at it, what makes this to me, my wins, my losses, my journey, all that. But if you like what you've seen so far, if you just like, what I did today, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Don't ever miss anything. I will be dropping the next podcast in a few this week. It was for last week, so we'll be dropping it and the lesson that's coming up. So stay with me, man. I appreciate everything. Appreciate y'all diving in with me. And look, through all this, if you just still don't understand, bear with me because you're going through a journey. And as you're going through that journey, there's ups, there's downs, there's lessons, there's blessings. Man, and sometimes they feel hard, but sometimes them hard lessons are just bigger comeback for a bigger blessing. So as you're going through the lessons and trying to learn that comeback so you can get the bigger blessings, and learning different things about foreign exchange and different things about yourself, futures, commodities, gold, trying to figure out what you like, what you don't like. as you're going through life, because life be life, baby. Man, at one point in time, you're going to say, man, Forex is stupid. And honestly, bro, I ain't gonna cap. I agree. Because it's bigger than that. It's bigger than Forex, man. It's bigger than that. Life is bigger than that. But you'll get it. Stay with it. And stay tapped in with me here in the Trenches State Academy. If Forex is stupid, make sure you guys follow us on the Facebook. I'm going to put all that down there. Follow me on the Facebook community. Tap in. Tell me what you like. Tell me about some things that's going on in the economy. Let's talk. Let's chat. And if you want to tap into some mentorship, I'll go ahead and you can reach out to me on the Facebook, or I'll put my email below and you can let me know. And I'll send you some things so we can find out who you are. That way you can tap in with me. Now the mentorship, you do have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So we have 2 more slots for mentorship for this year. 2 more. We only taking 5 applicants, so we already got 3. We need 2 more. 2 more. And that's it. So you want to join, make sure you come tap in with the mentorship, have somebody to trade with. That's all I got, man. I'll see you next time. Like I said, on
Forex is stupid.
we'll see y'all, man. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you for tapping into my journey. And my journal. Peace.